Hi everyone, my name is Arnaud. Today I'm going to show you how to use Google Tag Manager and linked with Google Analytics. So we're gonna create four different action here. First of all, we're gonna install Google Analytics through Tag Manager. In the second part, we're gonna create a tag listener for every click on your website. Then I'm gonna create a tag listener for outbound link. So for example, you have a link in your website who redirect to another web page and you want to track this interaction. So I'm going to create that. And finally, I'm going to create a universal analytic tag page for everything on your website. So let's get started. So first of all, you will need to create a container within Google Analytics. So here the container is already done, but it's really easy. So basically, Google Tag Management is going to generate a piece of code that you will need to put after the body opening of your website. So that said, the container is already created here. So I'm going to start and create a universal analytic tag for Google Analytics. So I'm going to create a new tag. So new, I'm going to name it Google Analytics. And I'm going to go to the account that I want to track. So in administrator of Google Analytics, go to property setting and take the tracking ID. So this is a tag type Google Analytics, so universal analytic. The tracking ID we just found it before. So here is if you are familiar with remarketing and if you want to get the audience of your visitor. So it's gonna be something like that. If you go to your you can have like this kind of information. So it's pretty useful if you are doing advertising and if you really want to know like who are your visitor. So before Tag Manager, before Tag Manager, when we were using Google Analytics, we needed to implement actually with additional line of code within the analytics snippet of code. Here is way much easier. You just need to click on it. Okay, and this is done. Oh, I forgot something. Here is firing rule. So every tag on your Google Tag Manager will be triggered as soon as they fire one rule for a different rule. So it's basically condition. So here you're gonna have all pages. So click on all pages and save. Here you go. So here we have our Google Analytics implemented within tag management. So second steps, we want to use event tracking in Google Analytics through Google Tag Manager. So what does that mean? To do so, we will need to create two kind of tags. The first one is to configure auto event tracking and to create a general tag that listen for all links click. Okay, so let's create a new tag. Oh, and I forgot, you need to create a version and to publish it. Here we go. So now let's create another tag. So as I said, this tag is a tag which is going to listen all of the click on the website. So let's call it link click listener. The type of tag is going to be an event listener, and link click listener. Okay, and the rule again, you will need all of the page. Okay, and we just need to save it. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to use a tag to know when someone click on a link and go to another site. So I'm gonna create another tag. And again, I forgot to publish. So every time you need to create a version to save what you have done before, and you need to publish it. Okay. So I'm just gonna make sure of something. So here, if you see, you can go to preview and go to debug. So this is a cool feature of Google Tag Manager, because you can actually see in live which tag and which rule are firing and what's going on. You see? Perfect. So here everything is good. So you have your Google Analytics tag implemented, you have your link click listener. So it's pretty cool now. So we don't need that anymore. So let's just close it and exit previous mode. So let's go back to our tag. Okay. So let's create a new tag. And you're going to name it Universal Analytic Event on Outbound Link Click. So the tag type is going to be Universal Analytic. The tracking ID is the same as before. And the track type this time is going to be event. Okay? So category, name it outbound link click. The action, so the action is gonna be, we want to tell Tag Manager to actually tell Google Analytics to take the URL and to put it into Google Analytics and to display the URL. So actually we will know which URL is click on and where the visitor are going. So this one is going to be element URL. So you click on it. So basically this will collect event in GA when someone click on a link and go. And firing rule. So firing rule, I'm going to create a new rule. And the name of this rule is going to be outbound click rule. So I want an event which is here, which contain GTM link click. So this is a parameter from Tag Manager. So if you want to know more about this kind of parameter, just go to the Google Tag Manager Help Center and you will have an actually list of every kind of parameters and variable that Google Tag Manager use. So you just need to take the variable that you want and put it inside here. So it's pretty straightforward. You just need to read a little bit and it's gonna be fine. So this is my condition, and my second condition, I want an element URL which does not contain my domain, my website. So in my case is Mixup Center. So you see the point here? Like you generate click, and so you listen all of the click, and the click will actually are not going through your website, so which does not contain the URL of your website, are going to be fire. Okay? So here is everything is normally fine, and I save it. I create a version and I publish it. So let's say, let's do a test. So I go to preview, debug, go to the website, and then you have all the tags. So here you can see tag not fire on this page. But what happens if I go to another page, go to one of my posts, and I click on one link. Let's say here. Ah, the URL is not good. Okay. Oh, but you see, even if the URL was not good, you can actually see that the tag is fire on this page. So let's just to get some more data after when you're gonna see in Google Analytics. I want to take, for example, this one, and let's see where is a click. Is a link here. Yeah, for example, this one. Up. Perfect. I go here. So you see here. Then when we're gonna go through Google Analytics to see the event, we're probably gonna see this URL. So let's check that after. Just making sure that yes, every tag is firing in my website right now. So everything is working. So this is pretty good. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back here, exit previous mode, close, publish. Yes, I want to publish it. And okay. So now what I need to do, I need to include a standard universal analytic page tag. So let's go back here. Up. So universal analytic page tag. The tag type is gonna be a universal analytic. Tracking ID the same. And this is gonna be page view and rule on the page. Here we go. And we save it. So here we are. Publish. Oh, I'm gonna create a version. I'm gonna preview it. Just make sure, kind of like this feature of Tag Manager, because you can actually like check everything. Okay. And again, let's try this one. Give me a link somewhere here, maybe. Yeah, see this one. Nice, no? Not a huge fan of Samsung, but I really like Android anyway. And here we go. You have our tag. This one is good. You go everywhere, you can check all of your tag. And that's all. Okay? Exit mode. Close. And publish. So here we go. So as you see, we created a container. We first created a tag to get the information through Google Analytics. Then we created a link click listener who actually listen all of the click on your website. Then we created another tag with a rule which actually fire when somebody click on a go to another link. And finally, an universal page tag with Google Tag Manager. So let's see what's going on with the report into Google Analytics. As you can see on real time, you will be able to see actually the events. Oh, you see? So this was my event, and outbound link click, and here is my event. So you remember, Statista was there, Samsung was there, and the URL which actually did not work was there. So you have the event here, and you can also get your event into behavior, event, and overview. So here, category, outbound link click, as we said, action, outbound link click. Okay, so here's the data is not coming because we just did it, so we need to give some time to GA to actually display the data. But a good way to check if actually everything is working, go to real time and overview and events, and you will see actually so this is me. You will see actually what's going on in the event category. Okay, so here was a quick tutorial on Google Tag Manager for ClickMinded. So I hope you like it and enjoy and good luck.